Well, hello and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to go through the makeup that I have tried and tested this past month of March, and I'm going to tell you about the flops, the tops, and the in-betweens. Starting with what is, in my opinion, the biggest flop. This is the Fenty All Day Flawless 3-in-1 Primer Concealer Foundation from Max Factor. I have the shade 55 Beige. I have tried this a few times and I just really don't like it. I don't like the way it applies. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way it wears. I don't like it. Like, that's it. I cannot be any clearer than that. There's just nothing I really like in this foundation. I'm actually gonna get rid of it. I have tried a couple of these Max and More eye pencils. There's still a couple of colors I haven't tried. The yellow one, it didn't do much for me. It definitely didn't show up enough in my waterline, but it's a yellow color, so it's a light one, and the waterline, you expect it not to show up so much. I mean, I guess it's understandable. That blue shade did work a little bit better, so definitely the yellow one, not so much. These I bought in some kind of drugstore here in Belgium. You could buy a pack of 4. It was very, very inexpensive, so I can't say I expected a ton. I do enjoy the colors though, but I'm not sure that this is really gonna be a hit for me on the long run. From the same brand, I tried a few of these. Same kind of concept here. It was a pack with a bunch of different colors. These are okay, honestly. You can use them on the eyes and on the lips. I did try this one on the lips. I mean, it's not super creamy, but it's a wooden pencil. It's also not super dry, so it's fine. Honestly, it's not anything, oh my god, crazy special, but it's not bad either. The black one isn't the most long lasting in the waterline either, but was it yesterday or a couple of days ago, I did use a little bit of it in my outer corner here, and I smudged it out, and I liked the way it looked. So these are honestly not bad, especially considering the price. Again, not my favorite, but it's okay. These lashes from Essence, it's honestly kind of my fault because I need to stop buying eyelashes that are a little bit more elongating on the sides. It just doesn't go with my eye shapes. I wish it did, but it just doesn't. I need something like the ones I have on today that are pretty much the same length all around. This just ends up falling a little bit on the side and it drags my eyes further down. So not my favorite shape. Not bad though. I mean, they're not going to be my favorite eyelashes. The band is kind of thick, but I mean, they're definitely dramatic. So it's not going to be something that you wear on an everyday basis anyway. So again, not completely bad. I bought a liquid shadow from Catrice. This is the shade Fearless. Now this I've only used once. Again, it's kind of my fault. The color is very pretty, and it is very pretty. It's just, I don't think of using that kind of product, especially in that kind of color. I usually go for a very light shade so that I can put it in my inner corner if I need it. But I tried to do something different. It is pretty. It's very pretty. I do like it. It's not the most long lasting, I must say, but I really enjoy it. It is quite intense enough. I need to get a better use out of this one because it is pretty. It's just not the kind of product I think of using. But if you're in the market for a liquid shadow like this, it's a good one. From Max Factor, I also have these. I don't remember the name. Like, the name is nowhere on the packaging. It was on the secondary packaging, but I don't have that anymore. It's basically the same concept as the NYX Shine Loud liquid lipsticks. You know, when you have one side with the color and then one side with the gloss. This one is different, but I actually like it better. It's going to be a very different result, a different finish, different kind of use, but I do enjoy it. The liquid lipstick part is definitely not as pigmented, but I do like it that way. I do like that I can do something that's still quite natural, but it's not gonna budge. It is not moving. It's definitely transfer proof. And then this is not really a gloss, it's a balm, but it's so nice to put on the lips. It's not going to be as glossy as a gloss, but it does bring some shine. It's just the two of them combined, it definitely is not the same thing when it comes to the final effect, but it's just very nice to put on the lips and to wear all day. So that's a good surprise. Honestly, I do enjoy it. I have a couple of things here which are in my tops, but they're not technically new to me. The first one is the Catrice Plumping lip liners. You know, I love these so much. I bought 2 new shades recently. So I have Cheers to Life and License to Kiss. Both of these are amazing. I do have Cheers to Life on today. I just love these. I don't understand how this can be a couple of bucks and be so amazing, and I cannot stop using them. I always go for these ones, especially the number 40 starting roll, which is older, but that one was just a perfect shade for me. These are a little bit deeper, but it was what I wanted to buy. Very, very happy with these. Also very happy, still from Catrice, the blush box. This is the shade 20, it's Wine O'Clock. So I had the number 10, which is Dolce Vita, which is more of a orangey kind of shade. This is a bit more pink and berry. I still love the smell of this for some reason. And I do love the effect. It's not the kind of colors I usually go for, but that's also why I wanted to buy it, because I knew I loved the formula and I still do. So this is not a surprise, but it's good. Again, from Catrice. Now this is a surprise. I must say at first I was definitely skeptical, and upon first application and wear test, I was like, yeah, it's the same thing as always with the Catrice concealers. They just don't give me enough coverage. So this is the Clean ID High Cover Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light Almond. So when I first applied it, I was like, yeah, it's not enough coverage. It's definitely not something as heavy and covering as the Tarte Shape Tape, for instance. I didn't notice, however, that I enjoyed the way it made my under eyes look, because it was a bit more hydrating, a bit more natural looking. It wasn't as dry and crinkly, if that makes sense. I do have this on today. It still lacks a little bit of the coverage, of the very high coverage that I wish it had, but I love the finish so much that this is actually a good surprise. It was recommended, well, not this product in particular, but the Clean ID line from Catrice was recommended to me by one of my subscribers, and I'm glad I bought this. I haven't been very lucky with Catrice concealers up until now. I know that a lot of people like them, and I'm always like, I don't get it. I cannot join in. I cannot be excited about those concealers. I'm thinking about the liquid camouflage, which it just doesn't work for me. Same thing for the True Skin, which I love the foundation. I have the foundation on, but the concealer, missing something. This, again, missing a little bit of coverage, but the finish is just so beautiful. So yeah, this is definitely a very, very good surprise, and I do recommend it to you, especially if you have dry under eyes, if you want a concealer that's natural, but that's just very pretty. It's a bit juicy. It's just beautiful. Honestly, very, very good surprise of this month. And last but not least, again, a product I have on today, but it's a bit hidden by my false lashes. It's the Mascara Revolution by Makeup Revolution. It's been a minute since I had tried a product from this brand. I believe the first product, and maybe the only product I ever tried from Makeup Revolution was a powder, a setting powder, and it was not good. It was not good. I know apparently their Banana Bright powder, I think, is famous and is supposed to be amazing, but the one I had, I believe it was white, and it just stayed white. Like, there was no way you could get it off of your face. It was awful. I have this bad feeling about Makeup Revolution. I'm sorry, but more often than not, I have this idea in my head that it's just not going to be high quality, and I know it can be silly to think that way, especially since it's not as cheap as you might think. Honestly, I was surprised because I had this in my mind that it was a very affordable makeup brand. It's not that affordable, honestly, especially compared to Essence and Catrice. It's a bit more up there. I still wanted to try this mascara because I had heard some great things about it, and I wanted to try a little bit of Makeup Revolution, but not take too big of a risk. And this mascara is really great. For a minute there, I thought that it was making my eyes watery, but it was something else. So this is actually a good mascara. Very volumizing, a bit difficult to remove, but I'm fine with it. It doesn't really move. It's really a good mascara. You can find the same kind of effect for a cheaper price. You know, I'm all about that Essence mascara life, but this one is very good. And that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel because it's free, so why wouldn't you? And I will see you guys next time. Bye.